we're delighted to install this Airfloat pontoon system for Dún Laoghaire County Council. It was installed over the last number of weeks. You can see we have the pontoon tapered at one end to make it easier for you to drive your rib up onto the pontoon. Each bay is numbered with an identifying number down there for easy access as to knowing which berth is yours. Behind us here we have a typical 8-metre rib. Lorcan's here today and we're going to show you how we get this size rib up onto the pontoon. As you can see, there's securing cleats and a boarding ladder for easy access and easy tying up of your boat prior to driving it up on the pontoon. Okay, so here we have Lorcan just bringing in our rib. This is a typical rib that you would expect to see coming up. It's an 8-metre Vanguard rib. He's just coming up nice and gently now. As you can see, the gentler the better. No need to ram the pontoon or come up at any kind of speed. Coming in nice and gently. And he's just going to rest his bow on the pontoon. There's his bow on the pontoon. Lorcan now engages forward gear, straightens up his rib, and then just gently brings on the power and brings the rib all the way up the pontoon. What he's going to do is, even though he's coming in here at a little bit of an angle, it's fine because he's just going to gently just nudge his rib onto the pontoon. Once the rib is on the pontoon, he can engage forward gear and straighten the rib up. So he's just using his engine now just to twist the rib around. Now he's going to straighten up his engine. Once his engine's straight, he's gently just going to bring on the power. And by gently bringing on the power, just driving up onto the pontoon, nice and gently, until the boat comes to a rest on the pontoon. We can take the bow line and tie it down around the cleat. We recommend tying on with a round turn and 2 half hitches as opposed to a bow line, because if the rib was to slip back, you can undo the round turn and 2 half hitches under pressure, as opposed to the bow line that would become too tight and you'd probably be forced to cut your line. From here, Lorcan can then shut his engine down, and as we walk back, we'll see how the boat is sitting nice and gently on the pontoon. And we can tilt up our engine now, keeping both the transom and the engine clear of the water. So imagine you're just coming out to take your boat off the pontoon. We recommend just using one person to drive the boat with just 1 or a maximum of 2 crew involved. Boats are a lot easier to take on and off with nobody involved. So Lorcan's just going to tilt down his engine here. And all Lorcan's going to do now is just going to engage reverse gear nice and gently. By engaging reverse gear, the engine actually forces water up the V underneath the pontoon, which helps lubricate the gap, and the boat will just slide gently off into the pontoon. So as you can see, Lorcan's in reverse. He's just going to put on a little bit of power. There's the power, only needs a small bit, and the boat runs down into the pontoon nice and gently.